guys doing? Welcome back to the channel, you guys. This is your boy BP right here. Hope you guys are having a great and beautiful day. This is your Monday Night Raw review, and as you can see, a little different scenery behind me. I am by myself today, truth be told. This is the second video that we've done on this, and Skippy was with us, but he could not be back with us on the second retake here because he has prior engagements. But it's okay. We'll get into this without him. He will be back for you guys' Wednesday Night War review. Don't worry about it. You'll get to see his bright smiling face. Anyway, you guys, we'll get right down to this, man. If you guys watched Monday Night Raw and you've seen how it began, same way, it basically almost how Matt Hardy's feature looked last week. I'm going to tell you what, guys. Randy Orton, if you remember last week, double concerto, chair underneath his head in the ring, nailed him with a chair to the head. Matt Hardy wearing a brace. Is this the end of Matt Hardy's WWE future? We didn't know, but now we do know because I'm thinking it is. Because tonight the same thing happened actually. Randy Orton was out in the middle of the ring trying to explain himself about what he was doing, why he did what he did to Edge, and what's going on there. And fans are really upset, PO'd. Oh, why Randy? Why? No, let me tell you why. Randy Orton is the best heel ever, and when he brings that heel out, it's fantastic work. But it's not going to be the end of Edge, I guarantee that. But it will be probably the end of Matt Hardy in the WWE as we speak. Once again, Matt Hardy came out to the ring, confronted Randy Orton, and Randy Orton once again took him down. This time it was a lot worse than it was last week. He hit him with a couple chair shots on the stairs to finish it. Before then, he had him in the ring with a chair shot, RKO. Man, Randy Orton is one vicious dude, man. I'm going to tell you guys that. You guys know that. Especially if you guys have been following WWE, you guys know how Randy Orton goes up and down with his heel and face turns. I like him better as a heel myself. I think he's fantastic. Man, just great work from him. But like I said, Matt Hardy is not going to be the end of his wrestling career, but I think it's going to be the end of his career in the WWE as we speak. AEW is right around the corner for this guy. If you guys paying attention, I'm thinking Luke Harper is supposed to show up sometime over in AEW in March. So we're going to find out is he going to be the leader of the Dark Order, or is it Matt Hardy going to be the leader of the Dark Order when he gets over there? I don't know. But yeah, so Randy Orton, man, that's how Raw started out, you guys, with the big takeout for Matt Hardy, and it did not look good. And we're going to move on, man. We had a great match, man, between two popular superstars. Well, probably Eric Rowan is probably not too popular, but a lot of people do like him, and he is a pretty well-established guy. You guys know him there in Raw. He's been carrying around that freaky cage, which no one knows what the heck's in it. Some people are debating if it's a snake, like Joe Jake the snake used to carry around. Is it a spider? Is it, who knows what it is? But anyway, his opponent, man, was none other than Aleister Black, you guys. I'm going to tell you what right now. This was a pretty good match for what it was. It was fantastic to see Aleister Black and Eric Rowan go one-on-one, because usually they got these two guys in squash matches. That was not the case this week, man. Aleister Black and Eric Rowan really took it to each other. And Aleister Black actually picked up the victory here, you guys. I give this match actually 3 stars. It wasn't too bad of a match. I think it could have been better, but, be that as it may, it is what it is. Aleister Black did pick up the victory here with 2 Black Masses. 2. It took 2 to take Eric Rowan out. So, man, that was something crazy. This rivalry could keep on probably going on for a little while, and they can only make things get better. But I don't know. Next up, man, Charlotte Flair, returning Charlotte Flair. If you guys seen NXT Takeover last night, you knew she was there, and you know she made a statement, man. She jumped Rhea Ripley from behind after Rhea Ripley had won the match and retained her NXT Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair jumped from behind and picked up a mic and said, "Accepted." So there you go. One of your WrestleMania matches, guys, is going to be Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship. Man, that's going to be pretty fantastic. Can't wait to see them two go at it. But Charlotte Flair returns to Portland, and she returns from Portland to Raw, and she's talking about her WrestleMania match, man. And she also said, if you guys didn't see at the end of that match, also on NXT, how she dropped Bianca Belair a receipt from what her and Rhea Ripley did the week before. But she jumped Bianca Belair from behind as she was leaving NXT, and she was talking about Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. So there you go. Nothing really too much happened after that with Charlotte Flair. She just came out the ring, did her little interview. Bam, it was over with. Next up, you guys, we had a triple threat match for the 24/7 championship. I didn't understand this match. I didn't even know this match was happening. Evidently, the crowd didn't know it was happening either because the crowd was considerably quiet. It's like they were in shock. They didn't understand what was going on. But 24/7 championship, Riddick Moss defending the title against former champion and friend Mojo Rawley, and of course, Mr. 33-time 24/7 champion, Mr. R-Truth. This did not go what I thought it was. It didn't go as planned as what I thought. I thought maybe R-Truth is going to win the title back for the 34th time. That would have been crazy, but that didn't happen, man. Rick Moss, man, retains the title, so that was interesting there. It's funny how when the 24/7 championship is on the line now, they take off they say that the 24/7 championship rules are out. So when you're in the middle of a match, no one can come out to the ring and try to pin you, which I don't understand. If you remember before, when this whole thing started, it didn't matter if you was in a match, it didn't matter if you was on control, it didn't matter if you was at home, plane, train, automobile, it didn't matter where you were. If you could be pinned, you could be pinned. But now, since you're in a match against opponents, no one else outside of the ring or the arena could come in and try to pin you, which I don't understand that. But I don't know what WWE is doing. It's supposed to be the 24/7 championship and not the 24/7 pause until after we get done with this match championship, But, that's just me. Let me know if you guys think anything else. I know Skippy had something to say about this a while back and didn't understand why all of a sudden now they seem like they're changing the rules, which I don't know either. I think it's stupid. They need to go ahead and just leave it 24/7 championship, and the rules stay. It doesn't matter if you're in a match or not. That's what I think. Next up, man, you got your Royal Rumble winner this year, man. Number one contender for Brock Lesnar's WWE Championship, Mr. Drew McIntyre, come out to the ring, you guys. And his opponent this week was none other than returning MVP. I guess MVP wanted a little bit of payback from what happened last week when MVP got his head kicked off. You guys remember that? Drew McIntyre kicked MVP over top of his MVP lounge couch. And I guess he made a statement and pissed MVP off. So MVP wanted to try to get a little bit of payback, but that did not work. It was not the case. MVP again got his head kicked off. Drew McIntyre with the victory here. It wasn't too. I gave it 2 stars. It wasn't. I would have gave it more. I should have gave it less actually, but I didn't. I gave it 2 stars because it was Drew McIntyre that was actually in the middle of the ring. This match really didn't do too much for me. It was just all right, man. This whole Monday Night Raw actually wasn't that great, you guys. I mean, let's just say this Monday Night Raw was worse than the last couple of weeks. It's like they just didn't care this week. I don't know why, because Paul Heyman actually was there. Maybe they just tried to throw a whole bunch of shit together and they didn't know what to do, but I don't know. Next up, man, is returning Becky Lynch, man. She comes out to the ring, you guys, and she is hot. She is fuming. She is talking about what happened to her last week when Shayna Baszler came out there and bit her on the back of the neck, you guys, after her title defense against Asuka. Man, this is looking to be a feud, you guys. Becky Lynch said, you better find me, Shayna, before I find you. But Shayna, it's funny because Shayna ends up popping up on the Titantron there, and she has a few words to say to Becky, and they go back and forth for a minute. Be that as it may, this WrestleMania match, it looks like it's going to be a WrestleMania match for the Raw Women's Championship. It's going to be fantastic, but I don't know. I'm jumping the gun because you guys do know Elimination Chamber is coming up, and Shayna Baszler is one of those opponents in the Elimination Chamber, and whoever wins this Elimination Chamber is going to be the number one contender for Becky Lynch's Raw Championship, and I'm assuming it's going to be Shayna Baszler, but you got the women in there. She got Shayna in there. You got Liv Morgan. You got Ruby Riott. You got Sarah Logan, Asuka, and I am missing one. Excuse me, it might be Natalya if I'm not mistaken. I'm thinking Natalya is your number 6. I don't know. I'm thinking that's who it is. But you got them 6 women, and whoever wins that Elimination Chamber is going to be your number 1 contender for Becky Lynch's Raw Championship. And I'm thinking, and a lot of other people are thinking, that's probably going to be Shayna Baszler. But we'll just have to wait to see, because you know how WWE is pretty smooth at pulling the rug out right from underneath that. Anything can happen, and they can change anything on a dime. They always do. But other than that, man, we're going to get right down to the next match. It was a tag team match. This is another match where I'm tired of seeing it. It's Bobby Lashley involved again with Lana and Rusev on the other side of things. Really, how much further can you go with this? But yet, they're going to keep on doing it. But here we go. It wasn't too bad because the other 2 participants that were in it, so we're going to get into it. It was Bobby Lashley tag teaming up with Angel Garza, which is now being managed or, by Zelina Vega, just like Andrade, which is not bad. I think it's actually a pretty good pairing with them two. But them 2 guys, Lashley and Angel Garza, took on Rusev and Angel Garza's cousin, Alberto Carrillo. So there you go. It wasn't a bad match. I'm going to be honest, you guys. It was not a bad match. I actually gave it 3 stars. It was actually entertaining for what it was. Surprisingly, Angel Garza and Lashley did pick up the victory here. So there you go. Next up, we're going to get right down into, we had a singles match between Natalya and Kairi Sane. Of course, Asuka outside of the ring made herself known, and she was present, and Natalya felt that the whole night that they fought. Which this match wasn't too bad, but it could have been better. I gave it 2 stars, you guys. I don't know. It just seems like I don't. The build-up wasn't there for it. I don't know. I guess I don't know. This is weird, you guys. But it ended in a count-out, and I cannot stand DQs, count-outs. But this match did end in a count-out. Kairi Sane did end up picking up victory, and of course, the reason why Natalya did get counted out is because Asuka made herself known, like I was saying. All right, we're gonna get down to it. We're gonna finish this up here. If you guys did see, this was weird here, you guys. Seth Rollins and AOP and Buddy Murphy are out in the ring. They were having a sermon. It's weird. He's taking this. I think Seth is taking this Monday Night Messiah thing a little bit too far, but I think it's funny. It's good. It's entertaining. But to have a sermon, now he thinks he's Jesus. I don't know what's going on, but be that as may, it is pretty funny, man. If you guys see what I was talking about on Raw, you guys see what I was talking about. It was pretty interesting. But they were out in the ring. They were talking, and it didn't take long before, of course, Owens and the Viking Raiders made themselves known. I have no idea where Samoa Joe was at this week. That was kind of weird. I did not see him, and I don't know why. Because we did see him last week. So I don't know, maybe if he was sick or he had travel issues or he had prior engagements. I don't know exactly what happened to Samoa Joe. But all these members came out there and they tried to jump on AOP and Murphy and Rollins. And, of course, all 4 of them guys against 3 guys, they took out the Viking Raiders, and all 4 of them were getting ready to pummel Kevin Owens by himself. And lo and behold, come out to the rescue was the Street Profits, you guys. Holy crap. Really? The Street Profits? I only have no idea why they are even in this feud, but it makes for interesting things to come, because I'm hearing now, I'll get that in a minute, hold on. But anyway, that's what happened, and that segment ended, okay? But I'm thinking now, actually I'm not thinking, I know for a fact now that come over in Saudi Arabia at Super Showdown, Rollins and Murphy are going to be defending the WWE Raw Tag Team titles, you guys, against the Street Profits now. So there you go. So that's probably why this happened. This is going to be leading up to, of course, Super Showdown coming up. But anyway, next up, you guys, the OC come out. And I'm talking about the OC. All the OC members. AJ Styles is back along with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. That's pretty great to see AJ out there with his boys. Of course, they're out in the ring talking because AJ's has that to wake cup, that trophy thing coming up at Super Showdown. He's going to be involved in that. So they're out there talking, doing their OC thing, of course. And yeah, he was talking about like certain people, like legends, like Hogan and The Undertaker and Roman and Ricochet and certain other superstars. But he was talking about other superstars, So lo and behold, Ricochet comes out and he tries to stick his 2 cents into it. And of course, Carl Anderson says, "You know what? I got this." So Carl Anderson says, "You know what? I want to go one-on-one with Ricochet," and that's exactly what happened. They had a great match. It wasn't too bad. I actually gave it 3 stars for what it was. I mean, Carl Anderson is actually a fantastic singles wrestler, you guys. And he actually did give Ricochet a run for his money. It was actually a really good, entertaining match. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad either. So, like I said, I did give it 3 stars. Ricochet did, of course, end up winning this match because, come Super Showdown, he has this match against Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. So that's going to be interesting in itself. But again, like I said, Ricochet did end up beating Carl Anderson. So there you go. Next up, your main event. You remember I was talking about the sermon with Rollins and Murphy and AOP. Well, Rollins says, you know what, he wanted AOP and Murphy to go out there and have a match, and they did. All 3 of them went out there and had a match against Owens and the Viking Raiders. And man, it did not end well for AOP and Murphy because the Viking Raiders and Kevin Owens did pick the victory up. But it was actually a really great match, man. I'm gonna tell you what. It was a great match for what it was. Like I told you guys before, Street Profits did come out there and help them out. I gave this match actually a 4 stars. That's how good it was. But man, I'm gonna tell you guys, that was your Monday Night Raw review. Like I said, it could have been better than me. Out of 10 stars this week, I am probably going to give it maybe a 4 because it was just a little underwhelming. It wasn't all that great. I think Skippy, he would agree with me on that. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know exactly what happened this week with it. Seemed like they had a lot more. They was trying to cram stuff in there. There wasn't a lot of matches. There was a lot more chicanery going on, if you may. It was just a bunch of crap. It didn't make no sense. A lot of it didn't make no sense. But you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me right here. And as always, like I said before, join us next time. As next time is probably going to be Wednesday Night Wars review. Me and Skippy both will be back once again for that. And again, we'll probably be back in our original scenery. This is just hurry up, put together for me real quick so I can get you guys out the Monday Night Raw review. But anyway, you guys, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you guys got anything you guys want to say, if you agreed with anything I said or disagreed with anything I said this week or for the Raw review, please let me know. Comment. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what you're feeling. You guys do know Super Showdown's coming up. You guys know Elimination Chamber's coming up. So if you guys have comments or even dream matches you guys like to see, let us know. And if we like it, we'll comment on it and, of course, put you in there with us. We'll give you a shout out. But yeah, thanks so much, man. And as always, you guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit this little post notification button up there. That little bell button so you can get all of me and Skippy's videos right here. And until next time, you guys, we'll see you right back here on the corner.